Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. Our featured match today, it's a rematch from the preseason Persikabo at the halfway mark of the first phase of the Indonesian Premier League. And oh my goodness, I say I'm Mr. Unemployable, but jeez, check that out. Game in hand, point up on PSS, top of the table. The board loves me, 69% approval rating. They're loving my competition work, 78% excellent rating. Recent results do leave a lot to be desired. Though that may have a lot to do with more of our work in the early part of the season, and I'll get to that in just a second. First things first, I gotta say, the injuries are really starting to wear on me here. Really starting to wear on me. Yudiono, we lost him for 3 months in a friendly. And you can see he's now fallen to 1.5, so his career is effectively done. If he sees out his contract, I'll be amazed. But he is effectively done. What was supposed to be our solution at the right side is now done like dinner. He's gone. The backers that we brought in, Andy Lee and Dika Johari, are certainly short-term, especially Dika. Johari is going to be a short-term band-aid at best. But we need a new starting right-sider. That'll be something for us to chase in the off-season. Now, looking at the squad, though, it's pretty good ratings up and down the board, which you'd expect. Persita has been as advertised, 7.0 average. But look at the people ahead of him. 7.3 on 2 appearances. Let's not get overexcited about Dika Johari. He's got a ways to go. And you can see his form from his loan stint says all it needs to say right there. Bangan Permana, 7.75. 4 assists and a goal for the midfielder. 2 goals as well for Octavianos Fernando, which I'm sure if you saw on my YouTube feed, I posted his sensational finish to a team goal in the Indonesian Cup. Great stuff from Octavianos. Brian Miraham, 7.22. Idris Afandi, 7.24. Andre Abubakar, 7.33. This is just scintillating stuff from our top choice. And even Bagas Wijetmoko, who's supposed to be a holding mid, he's chipped in with 2 goals in 4 appearances and 7.9. You can't ask. You cannot ask for more than that. Aldi Aicha, who we brought back from loan, 2 goals and 2 appearances, pretty darn good. The reason that a lot of these people are back from loan is they simply were not getting time. A lot of these people were not being treated either fairly or at all, so I immediately canceled those loans and brought them home. Some of the horrible ones are, you could look down the line here. Sani Nur Muhammad was supposed to be our starter when we brought him in. He's gone. He, 5 months with the torn Achilles in the very first match of the season. It's just horrible. 2 to 4, he's down to 2 to 4 weeks now, thank goodness, but 5 months of the torn Achilles is not good at all. Sergio Janabtu, another one, 6-12 days. His sprained ankle's almost over though, but a lot of these we'd have to struggle and scrape our way through. We've thankfully brought them back to fitness, so the loans from hell are done. Thank goodness. Those injuries have really forced our hand here, especially in the tactical side of things, where we've still been playing the flat 4-4-2 because that's where Miraham does his best work. But we have been playing quite a bit with my personal favorite formation, the 4-4-2 narrow diamond, and we've actually been doing quite well with it. Putting a Gede Ohorella in that top, in the point of the attack has done very well for us. He's still getting U19 caps, which is great for the youngster. 6.98 average on the season with a goal to his name in 8 appearances. You can't ask for much more from developing talent. He's already 1.5. He's growing. He's 16 years old. If that doesn't scream future of the team, I just don't know what does. He's almost, and this is an even better part, we've been playing him at the attacking point. He's almost competent enough to play on the left side of the pitch as a winger, which is fantastic. Very excited at the potential of having such a versatile player on my roster. I'm even considering bringing him up on his striking so I have even more options to bring him in perhaps as a relief deep lying forward or false 9 or what have you. But we'll get to that later if we need to. On the financial front, the board has dropped another 200,000 into the running of the team because we are still losing money pretty regularly. Not going well. Still 288 grand in the red. Oh, we got a ways to go here. And this is despite me, shedding salary, staying pretty much below our budget. It's we need more people showing up, and we're top of the table. I don't know what more I can do to get us more people in the stands here, more butts in seats. I guess I gotta keep winning, but I mean, 7-3-0, it's an undefeated season so far. But that's like saying a shutout in hockey. It pretty much jinxes it right there, doesn't it? As we are in the transfer window, I have been able to re-register a lot of these players who have been brought back from loan, thank goodness, because they haven't arrived a moment too soon. Arbadine, though, I've signed for a free up from Persikabo. He is going to be, I think this should solve the right side of the pitch issues once Udiono is done. I mean, he's pretty much done already, but the crazy part is he's from the Niswantara League. He's a level down, but my goodness, 8 crossing, 12 stamina and pace. This guy's pace for days, 12 acceleration, 12 decision. Like, there's a lot of good things to like about Arbadine. He's got some room to grow. At 26, I can probably hopefully get those technical attributes up a touch. But everything else is where it needs to be, so I'll be very excited to throw him on the right, see if he can't make some magic happen on that side of the pitch. So a little bit of some weirdness here in Indonesia. I wanted to highlight this before we get into today's featured match. You can see here, there was our start of the season against Deltas FC. Remember, that was our first episode of the season. We then had an 18-day break. Massive window until our next match. So I had the Harvest Time fixtures. 3 friendlies. Little friendly league there, which we came in second to. I had Pesik. Pesik being an amateur team. I don't know what it is about Pesik. We have yet to beat them. 3-0 loss in a friendly. 2-0 loss in the Harvest Time fixtures. 1-0 loss in this friendly. What is it with this team? And I've looked at their players. They're not that good. This is, I swear, I am gonna, if every friendly I have from here on out is just me trying to beat Pesik, I will do it. I will not rest until I've defeated this amateur team. Meanwhile, speaking of beating up on smaller teams, I have managed to get through the first round of the Indonesian Cup with ease, 4-0 on aggregate. Next round will be drawn later, but we're looking pretty good. Again, we're not expecting to do great things in the Indonesian Cup. We're only expected to be competitive. Got that in the bag. We'll move on. Hoping we get a good draw for the second round, maybe move on to the third, get a little bit of money. That would be fantastic. All right, let's get into today's match here without any further ado. You've seen the state of the squad. This is what we're going to roll with. I don't think there's any reason to change more or less what's been working for us. Persikabo have been a little bit underwhelming in the league this year. Hopefully their performance in the friendly doesn't suddenly reappear. Yeah, no real reason to flip away from that. On the left side, Samsudin has been getting a little bit more time over Bero Pare. Partially because I paid money for Samsudin, and partially because Bero Pare's been in a bad run of form. So we'll see how he does here. Abubakar and Afandi have been doing great things up front. And all the reserve strikers I have, like Putra coming in off the bench, they've been serviceable. You've seen their goal tally. It's definitely by committee. Tahir, of course, suspended, as you saw in the squad run down there. He's a card machine, it turns out. Yes. He's injured, thank goodness, because I have no place for him in this side. Ugh, and he's starting to fall off, too, with all these injuries, so enough of him. All right, guys. Go out there and impress me. They didn't buy that. I have faith in you. They bought that. Good. I've been also trying to make sure, although Prabhati's getting the lion's share of the starts, Tobagas Pradina has been getting his fair share, trying to develop this kid, especially because teams are coming to sniff at him. So I want to put my mark on him, make sure that I say, hey, back off, I'm using him. But here we go with our home match. Persita in their wonderful hot purple kits. Persikabo in the green. Oh, Samsudin's already causing injuries. Good job. Crack some ankles. You'd think we were playing Brazilian Hero the way we're going after the ankles. Riko Sanjaya back from his loan, which ended due to injury. Starting in place of the missing Muhammad Tahir. Fernando, Afandi, Abubakar. This possession-based style has worked so well for us. Stretching defenses apart with ease. Johan! Oh, he gets it! You thought he would have screwed that one up. But he's got his goal. Dika Johari making his case to stay on the team. Afandi with the setup. How does this go in? Oh, off the keeper. Poorly kept there by Vesulistio. Really should have been held there. But I'll take it, though. 1-0 for the good guys, and we're back on it. Abubakar now. You see what I mean by this possession style being so good for us? Muharram. Goes back to FM16 instead of bombing in the cross. Fernando. Permana. Miharam. Fernando. Permana. Fernando. Afandi. Looking for Abubakar. He's in an offside position, though. Can't get him the ball. Sumantri. Afandi. Takes it himself. There's the cross. Abubakar! Easy as pie! Have I mentioned that I like possession soccer when it works? I think we've got this possession thing sorted out. Our troubles against Persikabo from the preseason are a thing of the past. 2 goals on 2 clear-cut chances in 10 minutes. And already Persita are taking names. No mercy here. And again, this is a team whose only goal was just to be competitive. Don't get outclassed. Afandi off the bar, nearly. And I think we've managed to not only, stay clear of that relegation fight, we've managed to put our stamp on the first phase of the Indonesian Premier League season. At this rate, we could very well... Abubakar with his second. Jahari with a great cross. 20-minute goals. 20-minute 3-goal count. Oh, amazing stuff. As I was saying, we've put our mark on the season clearly. If we keep this up, we could not only roll through the first phase, we'd have a shot at demolishing the second phase as well. We could be looking at a Super League promotion, which would mean the Arema Brain Trust might feel more than a little bit foolish for cutting me. Though I think we can all agree, the lack of performance I was getting out of those players. 30-minute hat trick for Andri Abubakar! His 7th of the season! Are you watching this, Arema? Are you watching this? Jahari with the setup. Abubakar rises under double coverage to get the header into the back of the net. Sensational stuff. I was expecting a good match. I did not expect 4-0 at the half-hour mark. A half-hour hat trick. Sembring off the bar. Firdaus gets one back. And Persikabo will not leave with no pride. But they got a long way to go. They got an hour to score 3. I mean, it only took me half an hour to score 3, so who knows. Prabati jumps for the ball on the bar. Poor coverage of the rebound. In it goes. That's what you got to do. Take your chances. And Persikabo takes theirs to get back into this game. 4-1. Still a mountain to climb. But we got what we needed. What amazing stuff here. Absolutely sensational. Now here's the question here. Can Abubakar go for 6? I want that double hat trick. I'd love to see a double hat trick in the league game. I don't think I've ever actually gotten that. Maybe in a cup competition years ago, in like FM, I want to say like 11, maybe 12. Might have gotten in like a cup competition somewhere, so it didn't really count for beans. I'd love to see a double hat trick in league play. That'd be amazing. Defense has not really held up their end of the bargain. Thankfully, the goal support is definitely there. No worries there. I'm wanting to get Ohorella some minutes in this case. If it's going to be that much of a cakewalk, getting Ohorella some time on the left side of the pitch will probably be a priority. We can push Miharam inside and on for Fernando. Might be a good sub to look at around the hour mark. Permana. Jahari. He's already got 2 assists. Trying to cement his position. Afandi. He knows that his position will be under threat next season as we've brought in reinforcements to that right side. Miharam's cross. Afandi! The second striker will not be left out. Miharam with a great cross of its own. 5-1 Persita. And they call me unemployable. That's just amazing stuff. You gotta think at this point, the morale must be absolutely shattered for Persikabo. Well, it looks like they'll get a chance right off the kickoff here, so maybe they try and at least keep it a 3-goal game. 2 goals is at least something to shout about, though the 5 conceded is, not. Meanwhile, treat Samantri. Needless foul there, sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. That'll probably get him a card. It indeed is. Into the book he goes. He may be coming off for, is it Mizar, I think is my right back? Salihin from in close! There's the second goal. Salihin Very suspect marking again in close. That's not a good theme. Well done, though. Great take in Seppi's, and Solihin does very well to lose his marker. Prabati's at his mercy. Does the best he can. Yeah, Fernando guilty on that one. Not quite sure what the marking strategy was there, but we'll definitely be switching that up. So Fernando, we're going to put the goat horns on you. And Sumantri, yeah, Miziar. Rian Miziar. Let's bring you on. Some long overdue minutes. See if that sparks things a little bit here. Playing Ojarela on the left is certainly playing him out of position, but since we're training him on the left, the goal is that he gets more and more comfortable the more minutes I give him there, which I believe is a sort of the goal of player development. Abubakar, Jahari. Putting Miriam inside gives us another playmaker as well, a much stronger playmaker too than on Fernando. Well, that was an interesting little ball, wasn't it? Abubakar nearly with his fourth. Couldn't find it. Prasetio. Permana. Well, this is just it's a pretty good day at the office, and based on that, I think we'll bring on Akbar for Permana. Get the youngster some minutes. And a pretty quiet end of the game. Oh, maybe there's more Afandi for Prasetio! Why not make it 6? The defender heads in his second of the season. Well scored set piece goal there. Afandi past the two-man wall. Prasetio easily outjumps his man. That's a well-placed header too, near post. Keeper, no position to stop that. Easy as pie. And that should do it. A dominant win in front of the home crowd. Calling it a statement game might be a little bit far, but it keeps our undefeated season going. 8 wins and 3 draws. Absolutely sublime. Is a return to the Indonesian Super League in Mr. Unemployable's future. After games like this, you have to think so. They're jubilant. They're absolutely buoyant. That was indeed fantastic. 9-6 from Abubakar. 9-4 from Afandi. 9-4 from Jahari. 8-2 from Prasetio and Fernando. 8-3 from Miraham. Subs average no real time to make an impact on the match. What a great match. 8-3-0. 23 goals for, 8 conceded, leading in both categories, 15 goal differential. That's the stuff championship seasons are made of. Absolutely amazing stuff. Hammered by Persita. No kidding. Fans jubilant. No kidding. Oh, Persu fired. Ah, well. Yeah, it's not the team I just played. That's a shame. Would have been great though if after that match the head of Persikabo got fired. That would be fantastic. Looking at the Premier Division, is anybody else on this run of form? Persiba Bantul is close, 24 points with 1 loss. PSCS is close, 24 points. Persi 23, Persibo 24, and Silegon United 23. So there are certainly some dominant teams, but nobody is sitting on 27 points. I like it. I like it a lot. Next time on Mr. Unemployable, we're going to face off against Persikabo again in the final match of the first phase. You would think on this pace it'll basically be a formality before we move on to the second phase, but I am Mr. Unemployable. I've been known to screw things up before. Indeed, Twitch chat is already saying, in the voice of Arema, my old club, of course we're watching. That's why we fired you, because you gave up easy goals. Oh, well. Well, that's something, isn't it? My name is Rituro. Thank you for watching this episode of Mr. Unemployable, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget, each and every episode is recorded live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Rituro. Join Twitch chat, where they're asking, Pesik, are they a bit of a pest-ick? Oh, the puns. The puns! Oh, my name is Rituro. Call me Mr. Unemployable. I have to go lie down after that one. See you next time.